swatches. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video you could probably already tell what we're going to be talking about just because of the title of the video. I always get a lot of compliments on my nails, my hands in general. I do have nice hands. So many people have told me I should be a hand model that's like almost to the point of insulting, like what's wrong with the rest of me? Anyway, so I've been doing my own nails ever since I can remember. I know there's some people who really cannot do their nails, but even to that I say like practice makes perfect. My motto in life is if I can reach it myself, I do it myself, and if there were other things that I can do besides my own nails, I would do that. I would do those things too. But anyway, what I'm going to show you is not only going to be so much more convenient than going into salon. I know some people like to go in and feel like they're being pampered. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to be like, I would rather be at home watching a movie, doing my nails, and like moving on with my life. I don't really need... I don't know. I don't want to do it. I really don't like going to salons. So like I said, my motto in life is if I can reach it myself, I do it myself. Also a lot less expensive because everything I'm going to show you is really cheap, but works really, really well. So to give you a little bit of background information, every time people see my nails, they think that they are either my own natural nails or they're acrylics or whatever. They're press-ons. I've been wearing press-on nails for years. So first thing is first, you want to make sure that your nails, your natural nails, are nice and clean. You want to remove any polish from them, anything that might be on them. Clean them really well. You can trim them down and file them if you need to or if you want to. Handle your cuticle situation however you feel is best for you. I'm not going to judge you. Do what works for you. And then basically you just take your press-on nails and you start applying them. The one tip that I have when it comes to press-on nails to get them to look as natural as possible and to look as good as possible is you want to make sure you kind of find the right press-on nails for your natural nail shape. Some people have obviously wider fingers or wider nail beds, so in those cases you want to find something that is a little bit on the wider side. Like the kiss nails, I used to use those, but they didn't really work so well for me because my natural nail bed is a lot more narrow, and those tended to be on the wider side, and I would have to sit and like really file down the sides of the fake nail to get it to fit me perfectly. It didn't really fit my natural nails that well, so they would end up flopping off a lot easier, and it just wasn't ideal for me. There's some people that the kiss nails would be perfect for. If you have a wider nail bed, highly recommend that. But if your nails are a little bit more on the narrow side, then I recommend these. I get them off of Amazon. They're by the brand called McCart, and they're really inexpensive. I don't even think this whole bag is like $10, and I honestly maybe buy one of these a year. So it's really, really inexpensive when you think of it that way. So I really, really like these. These are the square clear. They also have oval and all that. I just tend to go for the square just because they're the ones that I use the most. I tend to like to do a square shape just because it's a lot faster than sitting and like filing down an oval. I will say though, if you're going for more of a coffin shape, the oval ones tend to be a little bit better because you can just snip the tip and then just file down the sides and stuff. It works out a lot faster sometimes. But yeah, it really is all about preference. Whatever you really like, go for it. But my tip would be to do one nail at a time. You know, don't put like glue on every single nail and then go, because this stuff dries very fast. Most of the nail glues dry very fast, but this one does especially. It's the Kiss Maximum Speed. This is what I use. It's like about $2 or $3. I usually buy an extra one of these and toss it in my purse just in case something might happen to flop off in public. It doesn't really happen when the nail actually fits your nail bed very well, but sometimes things happen, especially after you might have had them on for a while. I usually keep mine on for about 10 days, sometimes even up to 2 weeks before I go ahead and replace them. What I really like about this set too is that each size is separated by a little baggie, so it's not like those containers of fake nails where you can accidentally end up mixing things up and not like one size falls into the next and you have no idea which is which. This makes it a lot easier to keep track. But yeah, like I said, you just go one finger at a time and figure out which size is best for each finger. You might notice that one hand might take a larger size than the other. That's totally normal. You're not a freak, unless I'm a freak, but my right hand has typically the larger nails on it. But anyway, you just go one nail at a time. You apply your fake glue onto your natural nail and then press and hold the fake nail over. Again, one finger at a time. This goes by really quickly because the glue just sets in seconds. So this is probably the easiest part out of everything. And this also makes it really easy where you can set aside the sizes that actually fit your hand and just put those like in a little container that you can have easy access to. And you can either toss the rest or maybe just put them to the side somewhere if you don't need them. So that's what I do, especially when I'm traveling. It just makes it really easy. So then once you have all of your nails on and glued on their set, that's when you can go ahead and trim them down if you need to, file them if you want, so that you can get them to the preferred shape and size that's most comfortable for you. I don't like my nails to be too crazy long, but I don't like them to be so short that it's like, what was the point? It's not that big of a difference for my natural nail length. So I'll just go with that. And yeah, and then you just paint them as you normally would. Honestly, you can use the cheapest nail polish on the planet. You can use like a 99-cent nail polish. It'll probably not chip. Honestly, that's what I love the most about the press-on nails, is the maintenance is really low. You don't have to worry about anything chipping. The only thing that, you know, happens is over time, obviously your natural nails are growing and then you have that kind of little bit of a gap at the start of the nail, but otherwise, for 10 days, you're going to look really good. Your nails are going to look really good. And if you wanted to, you can always do a quick polish change. It's not that big of a deal. You just take your nail polish remover and start over if you feel like it. I was doing a little bit of experimentation in this video. I did kind of like a French fade or whatever it's called. It was my first time really doing it, so I'm not like the best at it. So I don't really have like the most tips here for you. But that's what I did. But you can really do anything you want. So in case you wanted to try this out on your own, all I did was paint the colors that I wanted to fade into each other on a sponge. You want to make sure the sponge is wet so it's not absorbing too much nail polish. And you just press and roll that over your nail right where you want it to fade. And what I noticed was a big key is making sure that the two colors are overlapping on the sponge, because it helps them kind of blend into each other. And if it doesn't look too perfect, don't worry about it, because when you put the clear polish over the top, it kind of helps to blend things a little bit better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it really helpful. And as always, I look forward to talking to you again very, very soon.